joining us, and she is presenting to us something that I think is so spectacular. Many of you know I've been a host at HSN for 20 years. And I remember the days when we used to present Capa de Monte. I remember days when we were presenting even Tiffany lamps, which are so beautiful. And when I saw this Tiffany-inspired look to the lighting fixture that we're gonna offer to you, I thought, oh my gosh, it is so breathtakingly beautiful. And then when I read my notes, and I realized I don't have to hire an electrician, there is no wiring, and I looked at the price, and I said, to get this type of inspired lighting that looks so beautifully and gorgeously expensive for a fraction of the cost, and for it to take only minutes, literally, for me to install this, I got super excited. So we're gonna give you a chance to order. Alexandra's gonna tell us all about it. This is really, when we talk about DIY, so maybe for you, one of the things that you might be committed to is a little makeover. We love doing that. We love decorating. That.
Listen, if you can work with just a little hammer, if you have your hammer and you're accustomed to putting a nail in the wall, that's all that is going on here. You can either use the little screwdriver or you can use the hammer. I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the wall.
Oh my gosh, it feels so beautiful. It feels expensive. By the way, the style that we have available for you, we're gonna go over and show you. There are 4 choices. Why don't we start there?
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna go on this end and you can just walk us through.
We're going to start.
Each choice.
I mean, just looking at the wall, isn't it breathtaking?
It's gonna be hard to choose.
This is so special, very unique what we're sharing with you today. But the first are the violets. Look at how the violets are just kind of dancing there.
Only 100 remaining in that style. So if you'd like to have more than one, I would order it right away. That style has been extremely popular. It's called Violet.
I believe it's the most limited as well.
Yes, only 100 remain.
On the Violet. Then one of my personal favorites, and I can't help but think of Valentine's Day that'll be coming up, the roses.
Beautiful.
These beautiful pink and red cabbage roses.
170 of you remain. That choice, I remember when I used to present the Tiffany style lamps, those beautiful red cabbage roses, that look was a very high demand look. You can own it today, but you do need to be fast.
Beautiful. Moving on would be the swans. And look, you can actually see them coming together, almost like a dance, almost like the kissing swans and their little heads together. This is very special. I
feel like that's more modern looking to me.
It's a little bit more modern.
It's cleaner.
It's very structured the way it's not as dancing.
And more neutral.
It's a little more neutral. Love that vibrant yellow. And then last but not least, we have the dragonfly, our sweet little dragonfly who is flying amongst all of these flowers. But I don't know which one you're going to choose.
I can tell you the dragonflies will be very popular. That's another very high-end demand symbolic look to Tiffany-inspired lights. $19.99 on FlexPay for these, free shipping and handling. I'm gonna walk down and join Alexandra because there are many elements to this that you will love. Obviously, aesthetically, they are gorgeous. But installation, a piece of cake.
Very easy. Now I do want, let me show you the magic because the magic is behind. And I think I'm allowed to just step right on up here. Am I? Oh, there I go. Okay. You can stand up and you can see that it's this wonderful little battery plate. Now I can control the 4 different light settings. I love that I have the 4 settings because I can make it a little bit brighter, I can make it softer, what have you. But all you do, after you put in your little nail, you'll put in your nail right into the wall.
Oh, we can do that.
We can do that, right? And you've got this lovely back plate. This is the magic behind its exciting lighting.
So we do nail, we add this piece.
Yeah, you just, well, no, we don't even add the piece. This is all one unit.
No, I'm just saying you add it, you put it on the wall.
Pop in your nail, that's it, just like a photograph, and then you put that in, and that is it. And then you're going to put on, I do want to stand up here one more time. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. They assured me that it can handle me. And then it's got 2 little holes at the top right here, 2 little holes on the shade. And then you'll just position it just the way you want it, and then you'll use your remote control to turn it on and off, or you can just touch the button just like this. You can even control, look, it's at 75%, and it's a little bit softer now at 50, and then 25, and then off. I love it at 100%, bright enough in your room. We're going to share with you with the lights in just a moment.
So what you're saying is that we have variations of brightness
4 different light settings.
So whether you want something really soft or you want it really bright, look at how absolutely gorgeous
That is stunning.
these are.
This is at 100% Marlo, and this is fine for, you know, if you're in a hallway, you're walking into the powder room.
That's so beautiful.
If you want a little bit softer, you can dim this with just the touch of the button or the remote control at 75%, then 50%, then 25%. So it's almost like a night light, or at 50%, it could be very romantic, or at 100%, really give that illumination.
So here's what I want to do. I'd like for us to turn the lights up. Oh, here we go. That's even better, guys. Why don't we do this? I'd like for Alexandra to take us through the choices. We do have a 4-minute clock up. If you would love to have them, please order. I personally am so super excited about having them. I think they are so beautiful. For those of you who have perhaps purchased Tiffany style lamps before, you know that these are inspired by those gorgeous lamps, and this gives you a chance to be able to totally reform a hallway, a room at that perfect accent lighting for a fraction of the cost.
What's really
here are your choices. So let's go over the choices for you so that you can order. Okay, so right now, although the lights are dimmed, you are looking at the Dragonfly. And guys, I'm gonna walk over because I want to point. I want everybody to see that you can see that that Dragonfly design is there. And we've got a little over 100 of remaining in the Dragonfly design. The next one that you're going to see is the most neutral of the choices. And we're calling this design—
That's our swan.
Our swan, and you can see it. And when I say neutral, you have shades of gold and pretty gold and yellow.
It's almost like amber.
Yeah, an amber, and it has a little bit of white in it. And I love that scalloping at the top, and they're the perfect size. We'll give you those measurements in a moment. The next choice that you're seeing, I know that this is popular. This is called the Rose, and okay, about 160 remaining in that choice, and it's just phenomenal. I mean, that impact of that deep, rich burgundy red is just so stunning. And then the violet choice, this one, we have fewer than 100. It will be the first to sell out. I want to talk measurements before we go any further. I also want to show you just some video to inspire you. Remember, this entire hour is about DIY, meaning imagine being able to have, look at how pretty it is. Even when you don't have the light on, it just is art. And our homes now, most especially the newer homes, have so much wall space. And this is just that perfect accent color. It's just an accent piece. Here are your measurements really quickly. Do you know them?
Off the top of my head, it's about 10.5 inches wide. It's standing off the wall about 6 inches in width. It's almost like a bowl. Can you see how in my hand, it's almost like a bowl effect. It's halfway through, so it gives the illusion that it's going all the way around, but it is a sconce. And unlike many of the sconces that I share with you from It's Exciting Lighting, the leader in battery-powered lighting, I can't stress that to you enough, the fact that this is working on a battery power. You just lift up the bowl, and you see how it's like a bowl in my hand? You see how this is made? This is glass.
I was gonna say that.
This is a lightweight glass with the scalloped edges on the top. You can see the little cabochons that are placed throughout, all done by hand. These are done by skilled craftsmen who are doing this by hand, and then it's powered by the backplate. You have 7 bright LED lights. It's working with 3D batteries, and then you can literally just remove this and apply this just like you would
and I can
a normal
show
photo.
them, Alexandra, right here.
Sure.
I grabbed this sample, so you'll just put
See the 2 little holes
the
right there
nail
on
in
the
the
top?
wall, and then you can see the 2 holes at the top. They put the nail in the wall.
That's
You'll put
it.
that right in the inside.
That is
and then
it.
you'll take this, put it on top of that, and voila, you're done.
You can do this by yourself. You're only going to choose which design you want, but this is glass, these are handmade, the violet, the roses, the swan, or the dragonfly. And do you see how it looks like a gallery?
No,
if you
it's
can't
gorgeous.
choose which one you really love, you could start with all 4 and have this lovely look.
It's really pretty.
Most of the sconces, it's usually 2, but this one you can select 1 and just use this as an accent piece. And remember, we had a caller that said that this went from ambient light to essential light when they used it for when those storms happened.
On that note, we are going to leave these available for you to continue to shop. I hope you're one of the lucky ones. You can always continue to shop with us on hsn.com. We're going to take you there.